I quickly discovered there was legitimate science that backed the claims from the documentary. The Journal of Psychopharmacology reported Ternera helped men who previously couldn't come during sex finally come during sex. In another study from the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, Ternera helped men achieve a second erection shortly after orgasm. In other words, this plant helped men get ready for round 2 moments after round 1. I was blown away by all this. Now, I'll explain how Ternera was able to get these amazing results in a moment. But now that I had zeroed in on this exotic plant, I had to test it for myself. Unfortunately, Ternera isn't all that common. You can't walk into a supplement store and buy it. Thankfully, I remembered that one of my colleagues was a botanist, a scientist who studies plants who spent half the year in the Amazon jungle. He was familiar with Ternera and promised to ship me a small batch which he himself extracted. The moment it arrived, I popped a capsule into my mouth and washed it down with some cold water. And unfortunately, I went the entire day feeling no different. I didn't experience any of the benefits mentioned in the documentary. But by day 3, I noticed movement down there. It was the first sign of life I've felt in months. So I continued to take the formula daily. And by week 2, I woke up with semi-soft morning wood. It wasn't hard enough for penetration, but there was potential. As excited as I was, I knew morning wood wasn't enough to save my marriage. So I went back to my research to find out how exactly Ternera worked, to see if I could speed up my results. And that's when I stumbled on a rare study from the University of Mississippi School of Pharmacy. Buried deep within the scientific pages, there it was. The reason Ternera works is because it contains 35 remarkably powerful flavonoids. And it's this unique flavonoid profile that can repair your body's hidden sex organ, the endothelium. Scientists from the University of Mississippi found that only a handful of key flavonoids could restore the endothelium back to peak health. In fact, studies from the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology and Harvard Medical School confirmed it. The health of your hidden sex organ depends on daily flavonoid consumption. In addition, a 2016 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found when men who were at risk of erectile dysfunction consumed these special flavonoids regularly, they were less likely to suffer from bedroom performance issues. Incredible, right? When I read this research, I immediately began my hunt for other natural compounds that contained these exact erection-boosting flavonoids. And after a few weeks, I discovered only a handful. I'll reveal which ones I discovered in a moment, but first, let me tell you what happened when I started using these ingredients. See, with each new compound I discovered, my penis saw a new host of benefits. Some of these compounds gave me short but powerful erections, which didn't last long, but they did make my Johnson appear thicker and longer, sometimes by nearly 1.5 inches. Other extracts improved my stamina, and others improved staying power and recovery. At first, I didn't understand why. Why did each flavonoid deliver only partial benefits? But then, I realized the most important factor in herbal ingredients when it comes to restoring your manhood is the flavonoid profile. See, not every plant extract is going to have the same flavonoid distribution. And it's the flavonoids that deliver these results because they can restore your body's hidden sex organ back to health. For instance, Ternera, the plant used by the Tupi men from the documentary, is rich in the flavonoid apigenin, which helps with sensitivity and staying power, while another compound I had stumbled on, called tribulus, contains mostly the flavonoid rutin, which improves size and girth. It's at that moment I realized these flavonoids were giving me benefits in puzzle piece form, which was good. However, I didn't want puzzle piece benefits. I wanted all of them at once so I could win my wife back. So I decided to do something crazy. I combined all these flavonoids in their correct doses, all from the purest, cleanest extracts I could source, and I made my own one-of-a-kind herbal supplement. It was time to test it. So, one evening, I took a single capsule and waited anxiously for something to happen, but nothing. I didn't want to give up just yet because I knew natural ingredients needed time to brew in your system before they start to work. So I continued taking the formula daily without seeing significant results. Then, within a few weeks, something strange happened. I woke up with morning wood so hard I nearly burst through my boxers. Still, I didn't have the confidence to wake up my beautiful wife for a morning session. I was afraid my soldier would deflate the moment we started, and I couldn't risk disappointing my wife, especially considering how far we've drifted apart over the months. A few more weeks of this, and I remember it vividly. I was home when I received the following text from my wife. "About that trip, let's talk." See, the project my wife was working on with her boss was becoming huge. Not only was she working longer hours, often coming home late at night, but the supposed week-long trip to Dubai with her boss was the only thing she'd talk about. And recently, she said the trip wasn't going to be for a week, like she originally told me. But apparently, this bastard wanted to take my wife to another country, to some swanky hotel for 6 weeks. And although my wife originally told him no, I could tell she had been dreaming about this getaway for months. And now she wanted to talk. Was this the beginning of the end of my marriage? I felt nauseous and began sweating. So I hopped in the shower, but then something happened. I don't know if it was the built-up stress, the adrenaline, the hurricane of emotions going through my head, but suddenly I felt a surge of life down there. And it wasn't like before. This time, I felt like I could pry a crate open with my Johnson, and then it hit me. I realized it had been exactly 58 days since I started taking my special formula. A sudden rush of confidence filled every square inch of my body. I felt strong, manly. So, the moment my wife came home, before she could utter a single word, I picked her up, tossed her over my wet shoulder, carried her to the bedroom, and threw her on the bed. Her eyes lit up. "Leo, what's gotten into you?" she said. Now, I'll spare you the details, but we haven't had that much fun since we first started dating in college. And there were multiple rounds of fun, if you catch my drift. However, more importantly, I was relieved my wife was no longer going away on a 6-week trip with another man. Now, as I continued to take this formula daily, I was amazed by how energized I felt. I became more confident, I was thinking clearer, my sleep drastically improved, I was no longer waking up 4 or 5 times a night to pee, and I even dropped 1.5 inches from my waistline. I felt like someone had rewound my biological clock a good 15 to 20 years, and I couldn't have been more excited. In fact, I told a few of my close friends everything that had happened. Beginning with the humiliating problem with my you-know-what, the problems with my wife, and the breakthrough I accidentally stumbled on. And every single one of my friends and colleagues, even guys who didn't have severe problems but just wanted to boost their performance a little, wanted access to the formula I had created. So I gave them my remaining supply. And in the following weeks, I was amazed by the positive feedback. This unique formula helped each of these men dramatically improve their sex lives. As you can imagine, word spread quickly. And it wasn't long until men of all ages were asking how they could get their hands on this erection inducer. Now, as much as I wanted to help, I underestimated just how difficult it is to produce such a formula in large batches. For one, I had to track down reputable suppliers I could trust. A lot of the supplements you see in stores or online are practically worthless. And since the ingredients in my formula were grown in remote regions of South America, Asia, and even Africa, I didn't want them made locally. As a medical doctor with over 30 years of experience, I will say this. Most of the supplements that are manufactured in the United States using local ingredients are, unfortunately, made synthetically in a lab. For instance, the synthetic version of vitamin C is called ascorbic acid. It is much cheaper to produce, it doesn't last in your system as long, and, like all things unnatural, it hardly produces results. And since the men coming to me were on the verge of divorce, soon to be shunned by society since they can't keep their woman satisfied, there was no way I'd risk using inferior synthetic ingredients. Thankfully, I had some help from my friend, the plant doctor I told you about earlier. He put me in touch with a few suppliers he trusted that would source the highest ingredients and ship them to the US. I wasted no time getting them to a local manufacturer. to be carefully blended in the right amounts and put into individual capsules, ones that were easy to swallow yet packed with clinically relevant doses of each ingredient. I began shipping my limited supply directly to people who needed it most. Before long, I couldn't keep up with the calls, letters, and emails I'd received from men who suffered from mild to even full-blown performance issues. I even received dozens of thank you calls on a daily basis, even from men who were in their 80s, about how this formula completely transformed their sex lives. Above all, they loved how it was 100% safe and natural, unlike prescription pills. At this point, I realized I had created a real game changer for men everywhere. I needed to ramp up production to keep up with the growing demand. Coincidentally, as my formula grew in popularity, I was soon approached by a big retailer that had access to a state-of-the-art lab. They heard about my formula and wanted to be the exclusive manufacturer and distributor. However, when I showed them how much it costs to make each batch, they shrugged me off and said, "We can make it for cheaper." Their idea was to use synthetic ingredients. They also wanted to charge customers a premium price, $398 a bottle. I told them, forget it. This formula would never work unless the ingredients were sourced from the exact locations where they grew. Thankfully, when one door closes, God opens another. I was approached by an independent lab shortly after, one that focused primarily on quality, not profits. They were thrilled by the combination of ingredients I had uncovered and were more than happy to source them from their exotic locations for a small fee. And that's how EndoPump was born. EndoPump is the first formula designed to give you rock-hard erections on command by addressing the true root cause of virtually all sexual performance issues, a malfunctioning endothelium. And it's the only formula in the world that uses 16 powerful ingredients, which I'll tell you about in a moment, to not only jumpstart the endothelial healing process so you can restore your manhood, but also boost stamina and sex drive while increasing sensitivity so sex feels better. Inside each bottle, you'll get a month's supply of easy-to-swallow erection-boosting capsules. And each capsule contains a clinically effective dose of Tier 1 premium ingredients, which are proven to significantly increase levels of the boner-filling enzyme cGMP for bigger, stronger, and longer-lasting erections, so you can finally achieve your maximum size potential quickly, easily, and with zero side effects. Now, hopefully you're wondering how you can get your hands on EndoPump today, and how much you should take for best results. Well, keeping inventory of EndoPump has been a big challenge because, as you may already know, Tier 1 ingredients have to be shipped from the other side of the world. On top of that, because we use a proprietary cooling method to maintain max potency, we can only produce small batches of this formula. But believe me, the extra time and care it takes is worth it. And because these ingredients have a much higher purity, your body can metabolize more, which makes getting hard effortless. Unfortunately, this manufacturing process is so tedious, it can take up to 3 months to custom create each batch, which is yet another reason we experience out of stocks so frequently. However, if this video is still up, it means you can get your hands on this breakthrough formula right now. But that could change at any moment, because a whopping 91% of men who take EndoPump just once keep coming back for more, and each little capsule contains an explosive amount of potency. So when you get your bottles, I suggest you take just 1 capsule per day for the first week to assess your tolerance. Then, as you get a feel for how much EndoPump your body needs to generate lasting, powerful erections, you can add a second capsule before bed. This is what I suggest to most of my patients. That way, you're getting the full clinical dose of Tier 1 ingredients, which not only restore your body's hidden sex organ back to health so it can boost cGMP production, but also increase blood flow for longer staying power, boost the appearance of your penis's size and thickness, and enhance sensitivity without premature ejaculation, improve mood, enhance blood circulation, manage cholesterol, shrink enlarged prostates, boost testosterone, manage blood pressure, improve cardiovascular health, and help control erratic blood sugar levels. In fact, even after using this formula to fix your dick and sex life, Most men continue to take EndoPump because it plays a vital role in their overall health, longevity, and daily performance outside the bedroom. When you consider these benefits, it's easy to see why EndoPump sells out so quickly. That said, I don't want anyone to go through the hell I went through, all because I couldn't get it up. Which is why, in the next few seconds, I'm going to show you how to get up to 6 bottles of EndoPump at a deep discount, so you never have to miss a moment of heart-pounding sex with your loved one, as you get the opportunity to join over 15,000 other men who've made the decision to resurrect their sex lives with EndoPump. Now, it's important you understand how we achieved these results. As I've mentioned before, EndoPump is a one-of-a-kind formula that works in a completely different way, unlike anything else on the market. See, unlike most Band-Aid solutions that merely treat the symptoms, EndoPump tackles bedroom performance issues at the source by restoring health to your body's hidden sex organ, so it can pump out the erection-boosting enzyme cGMP. And the reason it's able to do that is thanks to the 35 unique flavonoids found in these exotic ingredients. Because, if you'll recall, only these flavonoids can restore health to the endothelium. Erection booster number 1, Tribulus terrestris. Tribulus is a powerful plant found only in certain regions of North Africa. It's known for its ability to increase testosterone while improving heart health. Why? Because it contains 18 unique flavonoids essential for boosting endothelial health. In a double-blind, randomized, and placebo-controlled study published in the Journal of Research in Ayurveda, scientists found that men who took Tribulus for 60 days saw a jaw-dropping 78% improvement in sexual health. And in another randomized and placebo-controlled study from the journal Biomed Research International, scientists gave 177 ED sufferers Tribulus daily for 3 months, and what they found was Tribulus improved orgasms, sexual desire, and sexual satisfaction compared to the placebo group, all because it jump-started the endothelial healing process. Incredible, right? Erection booster number 2, Wira puma. Wira comes from the Amazon jungle. The leaves of this powerful plant have been used as an aphrodisiac and nerve tonic for thousands of years. It works so well that the locals call it potency wood, and for good reason. In a major study conducted by leading sex health expert Dr. Jacques Weinberg, Wira was given to 262 men who, in addition to suffering from impotence, had low libido. And within just 2 weeks, 62% of the men reported having a dynamic effect on sex drive and sexual function. In addition, 51% of the men reported having more frequent erections, and it was all thanks to the powerful flavonoids contained inside this remarkable plant. In another study, Wira was given to 100 men who suffered from low sex drive. Within weeks, 55% reported longer-lasting erections during sex, 66% increased how often they had sex, and a staggering 85% improved their sex drive. Erection booster number 3, Epimedium. This Mediterranean flower contains a fascinating compound that, again, restores the health of the hidden sex organ, the endothelium. In fact, one of the monumental studies from Oxford found this plant can block the erection-killing enzyme PDE5, meaning it has the same mechanism of action as the little blue pill. In my 30 years as a medical doctor, I have never seen such a powerful combination of ingredients work so seamlessly to boost the full sexual potential of any man. With that in mind, you should know that EndoPump is only available on this website, and only while we have it in stock. So, if you're having trouble in the bedroom, this could be your chance to change that and to completely transform your sex life, to live the life you deserve, no matter your age. EndoPump is designed to give lasting results safely, naturally, 100% risk-free. That's why, for the first time ever, I'm opening up EndoPump to the general public at a steep discount. So, when you invest in EndoPump right now, you won't have to spend $900, which is what most folks spend on the little blue pill. You won't even have to invest $100, even though I'm sure you'd agree that's a small price to pay to transform your sex life. That's why today, as part of this special offer, you can get EndoPump for a one-time investment of just $49 a bottle. And when you invest in enough EndoPump to keep your sex life booming, I'm also going to include free shipping with your order, a $9.99 value, yours free. But remember, I can't keep this deal forever. Due to recent global events, the supply chain for Tier 1 ingredients is severely strained. As a result, the wholesale cost is skyrocketing. So after our current batch sells out, unfortunately, we'll have to raise the price of this powerful, one-of-a-kind formula. In other words, if you're serious about breathing life back into your Johnson, and if you want to experience the kind of sex you had in your 20s, this may be your only chance to get EndoPump for the steep discount you see today, and only while supplies last. So click the button you see now, and select the 6-bottle Manly package, or any of the smaller packages if you're a small package kind of guy. When you do, you'll be taken to a simple and secure checkout page. From there, just enter your details, and within 5 to 10 business days, you'll receive EndoPump in a discreet, unmarked package straight to your front door. No one will ever know about the incredibly smart investment you made today. And in case you're still on the fence, I'm going to make this an absolute no-brainer for you and protect your investment today with my 90-day, love it or it's free, 100% money-back guarantee. Here's how it works. Say maybe to EndoPump by placing an order today. Then, when you receive your bottles, start taking the formula daily and assess how you feel. If you're like the thousands of men who've had success with it, you'll most likely notice a surge of energy throughout your entire body, especially down there. And you'll soon enjoy effortless erections that will leave your partner gasping with pleasure. And if you're single and want to enter the dating pool with a massive advantage, then EndoPump is going to be your secret weapon. But if for any reason at all you change your mind about your investment today, simply call or email my friendly customer service team and we'll issue you a full and prompt refund. No questions, no hassles. Just send back the bottles even if they're empty, and you'll get all your money back. You have absolutely no risk whatsoever. In fact, if you're anything like the thousands of happy customers who've written to me personally and have reordered every single month, then EndoPump is going to be your new best friend, in and out of the bedroom. So go ahead and click the button right now and say yes to reclaiming your manhood. Okay, it's decision time. You could let this video end and go about your day, forgetting everything you've just learned about your body's hidden sex organ and the 35 rare flavonoids that jumpstart the healing process to help restore your manhood. But what's going to happen if you walk away from this breakthrough? What will your life be like in a month from now, a year from now? It's likely that your erections are only going to get worse with time, until eventually you're forced to give up sex altogether. What's that going to look like for your future relationships? Are you going to be alone for the rest of your life? That's the fear I had when I was going through this problem. So I ask, why not take advantage of the groundbreaking discovery you have before you right now? The choice is clear. Click the button below and get this powerful Tier 1 formula for as low as $49 a bottle. And remember, you're covered by my 90-day, love it or it's free, 100% money-back guarantee. But it's critical you make your decision right now while we still have EndoPump in stock. Because, as you've probably seen on the news, recent global events have sent the cost of premium ingredients through the roof. I assure you, the price you see right now is not going to last. The moment we sell out of our current batch, we'll be forced to raise the price of EndoPump to $149 a bottle just to stay in business, which means you really must act now. So again, take advantage while you can and get your hands on this one-of-a-kind erection-restoring breakthrough. Address the root cause of your problem and enjoy the sex life you deserve. So get started by clicking the button below. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. I'm Dr. Leo Shub, signing off. Still here? You've probably got some questions. Let me go ahead and answer the most common ones I receive. I want you to be armed with all the facts so you can make your investment today with complete confidence. Question number 1. Who is EndoPump for? Even though EndoPump works for men of all ages, it's especially potent for us older guys. That's because as you age, your body's hidden sex organ, the endothelium, begins to malfunction. Like a reliable car, it needs maintenance. Unfortunately, up until recently, modern science has failed to come up with a solution that supports the health and longevity of this vital sex organ. Thankfully, EndoPump contains all the ingredients that fortify your endothelium, boosting levels of cGMP naturally to deliver firmer, fatter erections. And if you're anything like the 15,000 men who swear by this formula, the older you are, the more dynamic your results will be. Question number 2. How long until I see results? Great question. The truth is, everyone is different. You'll experience results based on your own unique biology. That said, most men who use EndoPump see positive results within the first week. However, most of them report having even better results after extended use. That's because these ingredients compound inside your body over time, like a great investment, giving you incredible benefits in 30 days and even bigger benefits in 60 days, and so on. In fact, based on data from over 11,412 men, some of the best transformations happen after the 90-day mark. Number 3. Will increased sensitivity lead to premature ejaculation? Okay, I'll be blunt. The first few times you use EndoPump, you may experience premature ejaculation. However, those effects are temporary. Most users report having harder, stronger penises with increased sensitivity because sex feels significantly better, not just for them, but for their partners too. And most guys get thrown off by this. They're not used to it. So as a result, you may experience premature ejaculation within the first few days of use. Thankfully, even if you experience this, your ability to recover and go for round 2 is blazing fast. More importantly, each time you have sex, you'll last progressively longer. Number 4. Will EndoPump make me too aroused? Upon taking EndoPump, your desire to have sex should return with a vengeance. But don't worry about erections lasting abnormally long. While the promise of 4-hour erections makes for good marketing, the truth is they can cause permanent damage to your dick and even prevent future erections. This problem doesn't exist with EndoPump, which is yet another reason so many men prefer EndoPump over the little blue pill. Because instead of using artificial chemicals that can damage your hidden sex organ, EndoPump harnesses the raw power of Mother Nature's most potent flavonoids to preserve and restore the health of this organ. In other words, not only will EndoPump keep your manhood safe, but it'll help you rebuild it. In fact, many of our users say EndoPump has given them the most powerful erections of their life. Number 5. Will it make my penis bigger? While EndoPump can't make your package bigger than your genetics allow, it can significantly increase your odds of achieving your MPP, maximum penis potential. And that's because EndoPump's Tier 1 ingredients have been scientifically shown to dramatically boost blood flow, which can engorge your penis beyond what you ever thought was possible, making it bigger than you or your lover have ever seen. Number 6. Can you remind me of the guarantee again? Of course. Your investment today is protected by my 90-day love it or it's free 100% money-back guarantee. You'll get a full 90 days to test drive EndoPump. And if you change your mind for whatever reason, just call or email my award-winning customer service team anytime. They are available 24/7. And you'll get a prompt and courteous refund minus the cost of shipping and handling. I know, it sounds crazy, but that's how confident I am that this groundbreaking formula will work for you. And last question, question number 7, how do I get started? Simply click the button you see and select whichever package is right for you. Once you complete the safe, secure, and ultra-fast checkout process, your order will be shipped in a discreet, unmarked package straight to your front door, and it should arrive within 5 to 10 business days. Remember, this is an entirely risk-free investment because you're covered by my 90-day love it or it's free 100% money-back guarantee. Again, my name is Dr. Leo Shub. Thanks for watching, and God bless.